Thank you for tuning in to Buffalo Bills Recap Weekly. I am your host, Amal Parker. Week 3 of the 2022 campaign, and we visited our division rival, the Miami Dolphins. In the heat, the war of attrition, or the battle of attrition, happened on yesterday. And we end up losing the battle. We laid an egg. Not to mention, we were riddled with injuries. We lost Poyer, we lost Hyde, Phillips, Ed Oliver, and then we went down with our linemen. Coming in against a Miami team that's a much improved team. You got Tyreek Hill, of course, Waddle, Gesicki, Edmonds, Mostert. They got a lot of talent on that team. Ingram. But we go in with a mindset which I thought was pretty cocky. We've owned this team. We've owned the Dolphins the past 7 games. We've played them. Josh is 7-2 now against the Dolphins. And it hasn't been close. Last year beat them 35-0 in Miami. It's a different team. We go out and absolutely lay an egg against a team that we're supposed to beat. They haven't done anything. And people around the world, these sports commentaries or these commentators are crowning them as the team to beat. Like Tua is the second coming of Dan Marino. He had 186 yards passing yesterday, and people are crowning him. It was an absolute ridiculous game yesterday. It was an absolutely ridiculous game on Sunday. We lose players because of heat, cramps, or whatever it may be, injury. We're decimated with injury, and we still go out and we only lose the game by 2, which we should have won. Yesterday, I saw a Buffalo team that looked battered. And a lot of people out. Even though our defense didn't play bad, it's still the Miami Dolphins. Let's get to the highlights.
Josh Allen flexes on, Singletary, touchdown. 2-yard touchdown pass to the running back, Devin Singletary. And now 8 consecutive opening game drives for the Buffalo Bills. Into the nickel, here they come. Blocking, he is hit from behind. It's loose, it's picked up by Ingram. Miami has got the ball at the 7 on a fumble by Josh Allen. Edmonds, touchdown. And the Miami Dolphins have cashed in on the fumble by Josh Allen. Gabe Davis. Here they come. There he goes. Touchdown, McKenzie. Josh Allen has just thrown his second touchdown pass of the first half in Miami. Done by Loa. Blocked by Armstead. To the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. A second consecutive week. River Craycraft off the practice squad. And a laser thrown by Tua. And Buffalo is taking the lead 17-14 deep in the third. And Miami's got the lead. Touchdown. His second touchdown run today. Diggs down here at the bottom, one-on-one. 4th and goal. And he throws short, incomplete. Looking for Isaiah McKenzie. And the Miami defense is held. Oh my goodness, blocked indeed. And we just told you he's only had 1 blocked in 14 years, and then Allen up, grab, gets away. Oh my goodness, how did he escape? It goes off to McKenzie. He'll drive and dance. The clock continues to tick. He picks up 11. Miami is 1. Zeros on the clock.
This was a very important game. We can go 3-0 and take a commanding lead in our division. Now we're sitting second in division, and everybody's going to be talking about Miami is the team to beat now in the AFC East. I beg to differ. We are a beat-up team right now. But the good thing about it is we have more games to go, and we will see them in December when we play them. But yesterday, I saw Josh Allen looked very hesitant. He didn't trust the people that were in front of him. He wanted to run, but he didn't run. And when he ran effectively. And that's the Josh that we need. We don't need him taking big hits, but if you're going to run him, we could have ran him more in that game because we needed him. Miami, they look pretty good. I have to give him credit. They blitzed a lot. Try to force Josh to stay in the pocket, and we should have took sole control of the game. If they were going to keep blitzing, we should have just killed them with that. There were no slants, no crosses as much. I would have loved to see that. And then the last play of the game, we have a chance to win, and we can't get out of bounds because we don't have any timeouts. We were thoroughly outplayed. Not in the statistical manner, but overall physicality. Miami came to play. But the good thing about it is we'll see them again. And the great thing about it is we have 14 more weeks left. Let's get to the stats. Josh Allen, 42 of 63. 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen also led the team in carries, or led the team in rushing, 8 for 47. Zach Moss, 4 for 46. Devin Singletary, 9 for 13. We still haven't got the ball to Singletary as much as I'd like. He's too valuable of a player not to get him the ball, not to run the ball. We need to sustain drives. We need to run the football. We need to be more of a balanced team, and we're not doing that. We can't be pass heavy the entire game. Josh should not have to throw the ball 63 times. Isaiah McKenzie, 1 rush for 6 yards. James Cook, 1 for 3. It looks as though James Cook is starting to get his footing when it comes to playing in the NFL. He had a very good run, some catches. He looked very impressive. He looked like he was engaged. He looked like he was ready to play on Sunday. And that's what we need from him. Receiving. Singletary, 9 for 78. Isaiah McKenzie, 7 for 76. Diggs, 7 for 74. Cook, 4 catches, 37 yards receiving. Gabe Davis, 3 for 37. Knox, 4 catches for 25 yards. Reggie Gilliam, 2 for 22. Quentin Morris, 2 for 22. Kumaro, I hope he's okay. Leg was hurt on the pass, and it looked like a low hit on his leg. Hope he's fine. 2 for 14. Jamison Crowder, 1 catch for 9 yards. And Zach Moss, 1 catch for 6 yards. Our defense, our front four did not show up as much as I'd like. Russo had a solid game. Von Miller was a non-factor. Vaughn didn't play his best game yesterday. Our front four was outplayed. Matt Milano could have had an interception that could have sealed the game, and we didn't capitalize on that. For our defense to be without 5 starters and to play the way in which they did, I was impressed with that because I was worried about the deep ball. Even though we let Waddle get open a couple times, it's still overall a pretty good performance. We only gave up 186 yards. and 21 points. We have to get better at pressuring these quarterbacks and getting them on the ground. We have to get better at pressuring the quarterbacks. I must say it again, and getting them on the ground. Yesterday was so frustrating. We let them off the hook. But maybe this is a good loss for us. I'm not as mad as I would like to be, but I looked at it in face value. We were beat up. It was hot. We were losing guys left and right. So I didn't get upset as any other Bills fan would get upset and say the season is over. No, it's not. It's far from over. We have a talented team, well-coached team, and we will get back on track. And it starts next Sunday against Baltimore. Thank you for tuning in to Buffalo Bills Recap Weekly. I'm your host, Amal Parker. We are now 2-1, heading to Baltimore next week for the Ravens. Good night.